there we go. I think we're in the right setting here. Let's see who pops up here. I'm not sure if anybody's watching. This is my first time doing a Facebook Live broadcast, at least by myself and in the format of what I'm trying to do. So let's just let's hang here for a minute and see who pops up. Ah, there we go. We have Debbie Davis. Hi, Debbie. How are you doing? Awesome. I see a like symbol. So I'm just gonna hang here for a couple minutes and wait to see who logs in. Hey, Eric. How are you doing? And some of you I know. Well, some of you that log on I'm going to know. Some of you who I don't know. I don't know. So what I'd love if you type in there where you're from, where are you broadcasting from, or where are you tuning in from. I guarantee I'm going to have a lot of kinks to work out with this live stream, but I'm actually really excited about this. I actually want to make it something that I do regularly with live streaming and talking about music, talking about all things music related. Let's see. So I just want to wait for 1 or 2 more minutes. Wait to see who logs in here. Hey, Doug, how you doing? There's Denise. Hey, Denise, how you doing? Been a little while. Ah, Bardstown, Kentucky. Trying to get to the flu. Oh, man, I am doing well, fortunately. Fortunately, I have not come down with anything, which obviously these days is a little bit frightening. But, Michael DeMay, how you doing, Michael? Good to see you here. And I'll go ahead and just kind of give a little preface as we wait for some people to join in the chat here. What I wanted to do with this live stream, and this particular live stream, is kind of involve you guys in what I'm doing. Doug, Yorktown, Virginia, I knew that. So I want to involve you with what I'm doing. So I've been working on a lot of new music. Many of you know that I've put out quite a bit of music already. In fact, if you head over to Spotify or you know, whatever you like to listen on, Apple Music, Amazon, there's a whole bunch of stuff there. And I'm working on more music right now. And I wanted to involve you guys in the process and sort of show you what I do, because not only do I work on my own music, but I'll do sessions for people. I'll do a lot of lessons for people. In fact, as of late, for the last year or so, I've been working for Fender Play, which is Fender's online lesson site. I'm going to do something real quick here. There we go. And I'm trying to adjust the lighting just a touch here without making it extreme. There we go. So again, I'm just trying to give you guys an insight, and I would love your comments, you know, as we kind of play through some of the song here, and I track some guitar. I'm actually going to track some guitars that will go on the recording. I love for you guys' comments. I'd love to see what you guys think, and say thumbs up, thumbs down, you know, whatever. Hopefully it's all thumbs up anyway. What I want to do at some point in the future, and what I was trying to do for this particular feed, is have the audio actually come into the camera so that you guys can actually hear the exact audio. But for today, I couldn't quite get that going. We were going to have to kind of hear it through the speaker. So in fact, why don't I go ahead and just drop the needle here so you guys can see if you can hear everything. So this is a session that I've been working on. Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear all that. Awesome, getting some thumbs up. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so that's the basic track that we're dealing with. So, and this might be kind of interesting for some of you non-musicians. If we kind of break down what's going on, this is a track that, here's the drums. Okay. And there's the bass. And guitar. Alright, then we'll throw in the vocals too. So we got drums, bass, guitar, and vocals. On the long note, of course. Okay, so Mike Ferguson says, what programs are you using for this? I'm using Pro Tools for this. What you're hearing is being played back on Pro Tools. And so what we've got right now is we've tracked the drum, like I said, drums, bass, guitar, and vocals. So now we're at the point in the song where, okay, we've got kind of the foundation set. Now it's time to add a lot of the spice. So let me go ahead and grab my guitar. I've got this D'Angelico 12-string for you guitar fans. And just make sure everybody can hear it. Let me bring this down so you can see the guitar. Oh, I got a little effect on that. Oh, I need to tune that thing real quick. Give me a second. So for those of you who don't know as much about guitar, most guitars, of course, are 6 strings, and this one is a 12-string. And it's got a real jangly sound. Once I tune it, I'll demo it for you. I want to make sure we're in tune. Alright. So there we go. And a lot of songs like with 12 strings would be like, okay, but we're going to do a little part on this. So again, we've laid the foundation on this song. Let's go ahead. I've got an idea to drop this 12-string sound in the pre-chorus and chorus. So let's give it a shot. We're just going to drop it in right there. So let me get my track set up to record. And again, I'm actually recording this. Like, you guys are actually getting a little window into the recording process. And assuming this doesn't completely suck, we'll be keeping this on the record that you'll hopefully eventually hear. So, all right. Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear that guitar all right. Hey Jenna, how you doing? You guys hear that all right? Awesome, getting thumbs up. Excellent. So let's go ahead and get this thing rolling. Jumping in. Here we go. All right. Alright, so there's one pass. I'm actually a little bit out of tune still, so I'm going to go ahead and tune this up. Oh, Jenna says, I'm good and guitar sounds good. Excellent. Again, at some point my goal is to get this so that the audio actually feeds right into the camera and you guys hear the studio quality just like I'm hearing it. But I wasn't quite able to get that set up for today. So let me just get this guitar in tune. 12 strings are so finicky. And without getting too technical about why guitars are a pain in the butt to tune or to keep in tune. Lisa Parker comes with, oh, thank you, Lisa. That's really cool of you. All right, so let's do. So we did a first pass. It's a little bit out of tune. Let's go ahead and do another one. See if it's a little better. Man, it's the G string. It's always the G string. Such a problem. Well, it won't be perfect, but for a 12 string, hopefully when we blend it into the track, it'll be good. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and just angle this a little bit differently so you can see the guitar. All right, here we go. Here's a second pass on that, hopefully in tune. pretty good to me. Okay, we got some comments here. What happens when you try to put it together live? Like, do you try to keep it close to the record? Oh, that's a great question. And there might be some before that. I'll start with Mike's question. The answer is, it depends. So, for example, next Friday, I'm playing at 3rd and Lindsley, a venue in Nashville, assuming it doesn't get canceled with everything going on. But in that situation, we were specifically asked to do the show as a trio. Like, they just, the headliner band just needed to keep the opening act to be a trio. So, in that case, I'm only going to have me playing guitar and singing vocals, and then we'll have bass and drums. So in that case, I can't, replicate a lot of this layering that I'm doing right now. But we can craft the arrangement a little bit differently. So the song is still there, and you're going to miss some parts, but we can also fill in some other areas too. So hopefully that's a decent answer. But my actually preferred thing is to keep it to the record. Now there is the option of doing tracks. And different people have different feelings about using tracks. I like using tracks a little bit. If you're kind of trying to like create this whole sonic soundscape, and what I mean by tracks, for those of you who don't know, is like where the band's actually playing along to certain recordings. Like some of the instruments are on recording, and you're playing along. Now, if a huge part of what you hear is that, I don't like that as much. But sometimes you'll have like a drum loop. Like for example, this song, the top of it, we didn't actually hear this, but at the top of this song, we've got a drum loop. Okay. So something like that, it's actually cooler to have that be a recording and have the loop play that, and you hear it kind of here through the PA, and I think there's actually a cool effect to that. And even that guitar that just came in right there, that I kind of think that's kind of cool, keeping it that sort of small, filtered sound. So that's, I'm sorry if I'm going on and on about that answer, but that's the answer to that, is I like using tracks where they actually enhance versus like replace a bunch of stuff. Now let me go ahead and just scroll back up, because I think there were a couple comments. Oh, no, maybe not. Okay, not sure if I saw anything. Okay, great. So anyway, let's jump back to where we were. So we tracked a 12-string part on the first pre-chorus and chorus of the song. So now let's go ahead and jump to the second pre-chorus and do the exact same thing. Okay, here we go. In the end, I still wonder what could have been as it drops. Now, I will say one thing right here, aside from the fact that my high E string was a little bit out of tune. It might be fine in the track, but I do want to grab the last chord. But in this situation, we've got the second chorus going into the bridge of the song, and I kind of want to keep this part going into the bridge. So let's go ahead. I could start again at the top of that second pre-chorus and play all the way through, but I can also do something that's called punching in, where we basically drop the needle right more or less where we stop. So I want to grab that last chord anyway, so I'm going to drop the needle in, punch in right there, and then play through the bridge. So hopefully that all makes sense. I'm trying to like structure this so that, I mean, musicians are going to know what I'm talking about, but also we got a lot of people who are non-musicians, and hopefully they can enjoy it as well. So here we go. Dropping the needle at the that last chord here. Oh, haha! That happens too when I leave my tuner on, which is a mute switch. Here we go. Okay, so there's a pass of that. So that was, now I forgot to mention that after the bridge there's a solo, which I would keep playing this part too. Now I'm pretty much okay with that. I mean, the tuning's a little bit iffy with these guitars. They're just kind of a pain in the butt. So my ear, I hear a lot of that stuff, but sometimes, you know, again, when you blend it into the mix, it's actually fine. So what I am going to do, I'm going to go ahead and do a full pass from the second pre-chorus, second chorus, bridge, and solo, just to feel a little bit better about it. So I'm going to duplicate that track and just check this thing. As guitarists, we deal with intonation a lot, which I'm not going to dive into that topic right now, but you hit certain notes and they're kind of iffy. So let's go ahead and do what I just said we're going to do. Here we go. Second pre-chorus. Okay, so there we go. If you notice, for any of you astute listeners, I didn't hit that last downbeat because we kind of bring it back into a little loop pattern. So I've got now 2 takes, one where I hold the last chord and one where I don't. So now the last thing we need to do with this particular guitar is grab the last chorus. I'm just going to do that real quick because I really want to go on to another part that I want to layer on this song. So let me just knock out the third chorus since I have this guitar in. Here we go. Okay, so you heard me go, I messed up, I hit one, I forgot what the chord was, I'm going by memory. So I could do that entire thing again, fixing it, or I can do a punch in. Let me go ahead and just punch in so we can get this thing knocked out. I think it's about right about. Yeah, let's just grab this. Let's grab this part to the end. Here we go. Alright, so that's this part. The tuning on these 12 strings is kind of bugging me, so I may have to address that, but we're doing the best we can. Guitar is, unfortunately, a very imperfect instrument. So let me go ahead and grab this guitar. I want to throw a slide part. I have no idea, I'll give you a preface, I have no idea if this is going to work or not. This is just completely an idea. And again, the whole point of this live stream is to kind of bring you into the creative process, you know, let you see kind of how I work, how a lot of studio musicians or artists will work. So what I got to do here is set up a new track, which will be our slide parts. That's what I'm going to be doing. All right. Second to set that all up. Alright, so this one's going to sound... Oh, I'm going to tune that up too. Can you guys hear that all right? Give me some likes or thumbs up if you guys can hear that one all right. I'm not getting any likes. That must mean that perhaps you don't hear it. Ah, there we go. Here's one or two. Okay, nice. So this is just another track I want to try layering on this song. So this will come in the chorus as well. Again, I have no idea if this is going to sound good or not. We're just going to try it. All right? Thanks, Jenna. Sounds good to you. All right, so here's a pre-chorus. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I just want to turn that 12 string down. I had it kind of cranked up for the last track. All right, here we go. Here's coming in about the pre-chorus. Quiet. I can actually turn that up for you guys, but I thought that was kind of neat. What do you guys think? Do you like that slide part? Did you hear it all right? Give it a second to here, I'll play it back too. Just I'll turn it up for us just for now. You know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing it not pop out. I'm going to kick on a compressor. Now, for those of you who don't know what a compressor is, at least in music, basically raises the lower sounds and sort of brings down the high sounds, and just kind of keeps the waveform a little more just tight and punchy and in your face. So I got a compressor pedal here. Let's try that. Let's see if I mean I could do this in post, you know, but I kind of like getting stuff right from the source. So. Let's give that another take, and we'll just knock it out. I kind of dig that. I think it's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and drop that into the second chorus and see if, honestly, like there's part, like I've got a general, like in the slide, let me know if you ever need some background vocals or a duet from me. Gotta go. Thanks for tuning in, Jenna. Appreciate it. Connected through my jam box, sounding great. Excellent. Glad to hear that. All right, so now we're almost done. I'm not going to keep you guys for too long. I'm just going to do about a half hour or so. But let's go ahead and drop this into the second chorus, so you can kind of see how we're kind of stacking this thing. Let's do it. I just remembered the same thing that happened there happened the last time, where we actually go into the bridge. So let me think about that for a second. So we've got some different chords in the bridge. We got, yeah, but I look back, see the road it's led me, and how much sugar I want. Okay, I think I remember the part now. All right, so let's go ahead and drop into the second chorus. Oh, we got some people tuning in. Hey, Paul, how's it going? Hey, Denise, how's it going? I think I missed a couple. Hey, Donna. Hey, Ann. Hey, Bonnie. Bela Belushka. Do you still go by that? You did in high school. Hey John, hey Jenny Lamar, excellent. Tom Dragalis. Hey Eddie, how's it going, man? We got Stevie, we got Ken, Michelle Penn. Well, that's a name I haven't seen in a while. Good to see you. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get back to business here. Hey everybody. Just a few more minutes left in this live stream, but I wanted to go ahead and knock out this part. Let's see if I can remember the chords. Here we go. So, you know, I'm sorry guys, there's one line I heard and I wanted to figure it out. There it is. Okay. All right, I want to stop right there because there's a couple things I didn't like. I'm going to go ahead and play it safe on this one and do it again all the way through chorus, bridge, and solo. Okay, so I was playing it safe on that one. There's a couple things that, well, melodies that I'd like to maybe try throwing in at some point, but that at least covers the bases. And again, this is basically a super background kind of thing. We've already got the Strat, the 6-string electric on the left side. We've got that 12-string we did earlier on the right side. This is just kind of a nice little pad in the background. Oh man, it's 4:28. All right, we're going to do the last chorus and call it a day. Here we go. We can grab the last chorus. Sorry. Out on that down because we got the loop that comes back in. All right, so basically there's the part. So we've done a 12-string part, we've done a slide part. Again, I just wanted to give you guys a little window into a song that we're working on right now, and I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I will definitely be making some announcements of when both the song and the album are ready. But again, this is kind of the first live feed that I've ever done, at least in this context, so I appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see you next time.